ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to Farming Simulator 19 here on the Estancia Lapacho map with me, CWATTYESO. Now, before we get too far into the video, remember, go ahead and hit that like button. Before you forget, if you've got any questions, comments, suggestions or feedback, please feel free to drop them in the section down below. And if you're not already doing so, please click that subscribe button, as that really helps out my channel and helps me, and it helps you because that way you get notified and kept up to date whenever I post any new content on the channel. Now, we're starting out quite early this morning. It's 6:30, which is a bit early for me, I have to be honest. I'm not usually up this bright and early in the morning, but we've got a lot of work to do. Basically, all our fields oh dear, all our fields need sowing. After harvest day, we've got a lot of work to do. So much so, I'm actually thinking of getting another seeder of some description. We've got that one there, the Starer. Got the Amazone, which I'm not a big fan of, if I'm being truthful, because it tends to miss bits. The workers tend to miss quite a bit with it. We've got the little horse Pronto down there. Let's have a quick look as well. How the animals doing? Reasonably well. Reasonably well. We've got horses to sell, but I might leave those till tomorrow in game day thingy. Right, we need tractors on seeders, don't we? So, Big Bird. Might as well let you go off and do some big heavy duty seeding. Right, sunflowers. Are we planting more sunflowers? Let's look at the pricing. Sunflowers, canola and soybeans, maybe oats. I think we'll do field 6. I want to put my headlights on nearly, didn't I? I've also limed a few fields, you will have noticed. Since the last episode, after we did the harvest. Our great harvest day. Also, how are we doing finance-wise is, yesterday we had... I sold that manure spreader back, by the way. I got rid of that. It's absolutely of no use to anybody, because you couldn't empty it at the BioGas plant. We have made £36,588 so far today from the BioGas plant, from the sale of slurry, which is pretty good, you have to admit. Right, so we're going to sow sunflowers on this field, are we? That looks to be the plan. That's what we'll do. Oh, she's up bright and early this morning. Hello, love. Welcome back. Looking forward to another day on the farm, are you? Right. We've got the stair. This is a big machine. Of course, we have to use this way because... Right, you got the soybeans. So we'll take you down to do our fancy field. which has also been limed. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this machine because I reckon, I've said this before, I think these seeders should fold the opposite way. They would work much better. I would think, because there wouldn't be so much of a gap between where the actual tool is, where the tractor is, which means they wouldn't need to overrun the field quite so much. Right, so you finish ploughing. There's not really a lot left for you to do unless I do decide to go get a bigger seeder. And if I was to get a bigger seeder, what would I get? Let's be honest, let's have a look. And there's probably not a lot. There's the Great Plains by Stevie, which is 18.2 meters. That could be useful. And then we've obviously got the Seed Hawk. That could attach to the Big Bud. Big Buds could use that. I don't know. It's that, or we're going 25.6 meters, you know, we're going full on big boy style, which is going to cost us, you know, best part of 400 grand. We also need a little trailer, don't we? Did I buy one? I can't remember if I bought another one or not yet, or whether I was just looking at it and contemplating it. I didn't, which means that's what we've got to buy. Another little trailer as well. Ideally, something with a reasonable capacity. Bandit 750. 4850 would give us plenty of room for. It doesn't take manure though. That one does. Joskin at 47,000. I think I'm buying one of these. Okay, so I'm going to buy this Joskin. I just don't know quite what tyres to go for. Maybe wide trail bugs. That seems like a good option. I'm going to need a tractor to go pick it up from the store, so I'll take this guy, as he was operating the manure spreader before we realised we can't actually unload it. But before we do that, we're going to go get the Fent and get him doing some seeding for us. And this is obviously, unless you haven't already, you know, noticed, this is the time-lapse speedy up bit portion of the video, because man alive did I get a little bit carried away and just recorded and recorded and recorded and recorded, and then I didn't realise how long I'd recorded for, and ultimately it's really long, this video, and I need to cut it down into something a little bit more manageable. So there's quite a lot of time-lapse in this. Pretty much this whole video from now to the end is going to be time-lapse. So if you don't like time-lapse speedy up things, well, to be fair, you're probably not going to like this episode, and you're probably not going to like the next one much either, because pretty much everything's going to have time-lapse in it now, because it just takes too long to get everything done in one single day. It can't be done. I can't get everything done in under an hour. We'll take the trailer, go fill up with manure, and take the manure to the biogas plant, get that sold. Can just keep making a steady income then from the biogas plant along with the animals, which is a pretty useful thing. Obviously we've got our conveyor belt set up, so that will help me empty the manure. Crap. Got to remember to lower the... This trailer's a little bit high. Oh, got a bit there. Oh, look at that lovely steamy manure. Get this emptied and tipped out. Nudge about. Make sure we pick up all the... Right, that's the pigs emptied again. Very nice. Oh, I can't lower the back bit. That's going to make it a little bit interesting then. To empty in the future. I've probably bought the wrong trailer again, haven't I? Should have bought something a little bit lower capacity maybe. That's just a lot lower. Okay, the cows have got plenty in there, so we'll go and fill up from them. This should give us quite a good haul. We should definitely fill this trailer with what we've got so far. And then we drive in, we slide the back out, and that enables us to keep filling as we drive into the pit. There we go. And I think the trailer must be full because it's not empty. Right. And it is indeed. So let's go empty our first lot of manure into the slurry, into the biogas. This trailer should reverse a lot nicer than the manure spreader did. And we can empty it. Hooray! And at 47,000 litres, we know the biogas plant will take the entire trailer load. I haven't got to sit here and keep spoon feeding it. It will take the whole lot. That was partly my reason behind buying this particular trailer. Because I knew it was just under the biogas limit. And the animals are doing well. Not sure we've got enough slurry at this point in time. But we'll have a look. We'll see what we get. We might have enough that I'll have a little bit to tip. Like I say, it's just a case now, just doing what we can each day, just to keep bringing in a bit of income. Anything extra we can bring in is going to be good. Also clean up. That's the cows clean. Don't think the pigs can be cleaned though. Pigs have got the problem at the minute because obviously when I had 200 plus pigs, I filled up all the bars, and then I went and sold 144 pigs, and now we've basically got too much stuff in the pig pen for the pigs that we've got, so unfortunately I can't clean them up. Just shift these 2 pallets of wool, get them out of the way. It's so much easier to commentate on a video after I've recorded it in post during these time-lapse footy speedy up bits than it is when I'm actually recording it. It just obviously increases the production time on the videos. It would be nice if I could put this commentary down when I record it. It would then make it a lot easier. Because now I have to watch the entire video back to put the commentary on, which then means I can't start rendering for another hour or so. Right, let's go get the water tank. Ooh, skid turn. I finished your seeding, I'm going to start you off somewhere else. Yep. There we go. Just trying to decide what to plant at the moment. Obviously, crop-wise, we need to obviously get a good variety, but at the same time, we need to grow stuff that's profitable. Because corn wasn't when we did that the other day. So I'm going to do sunflowers instead. Big bud on his way. Go do the water filling. First the sheep, then the pigs, and then the cows. Cows will drink a lot. Which is odd, because you'd think like the sheep, they'd get a lot of their moisture content from the grass and that they eat. And then let's go and do the horses as well. Give them a drop to drink. Keeping my eye on this guy just in case he decides to jump the field boundaries and start sowing on the wrong field. Hoping he won't. Water goes around this side. Yeah. Water for the horses. And then more water for the horses. Job done. Fill the tanker back up, which we can probably do here. Okay, he didn't jump the fence, which was good. He's done soybeans. And then we're going to sow canola on field 13. Just to give us, again, a bit of variety. But again, make sure we're producing crops which have good value. Right, I'm taking you out because you want the loading wagon, because we're going to want straw, grass, hay. To give to the cows and the sheep. Cows will probably eat most of this. That's the only problem. That's why we'll go to the sheep first. Keep the rest in the hayloft. Again, I still haven't transferred everything down here yet. I should have transferred everything out of the other loft. But I haven't got it shifted down here where it's kind of more needed. Because the horses don't use that much. It would be better if it was closer to the real animals. That's then fully kitted out with straw again. Take this back to the main farm. just do the horses. Do a little bit for the horses. You are? Make sure they've got their bedding straw. Apart from that, all their needs are taken care of, and as I say, we've got one group that are ready to sell to market, but we've not got that. We're not doing that till harvest day. Harvest day! Right, you finished sowing. Good lad. I'm going to get you to go do that little field, field 11. We haven't actually planted anything on this field yet, so this will be our first time seeding this field. And it should be quite easy now. I've removed a few of the trees from it. And spoilers for future episodes, I will be removing a lot more trees from this field. We're going to sow some barley. Well, let's put some barley on here. Nice little bit of barley. That'll do. Nice bit of barley. He's still sowing his sunflowers. He's still sowing the canola. Everybody's doing all right. We'll take the milk. We might as well go and sell the milk then. And the only place to logically sell it is the harbour, because it's the only place I could get this trailer into. Because these dodgy front axle trailers I cannot reverse for love nor money, so there's no way I'd ever get it into the bakery. Sorry to say it, it's just true. I would never be able to reverse this trailer into the bakery. So I'll just keep selling it at the harbour. Even if it's not the most, you know, the best price, I'm just going to do it. Didn't get a great deal for it at that time, but as I say, I'm not expecting to. They'll get oversaturated. If I'm only selling milk to them, they'll get oversaturated in time, and then they'll obviously drop their prices. I don't know whether there's any. I mean, the only other way I could think to maybe do it would be to get another 32,000 litre trailer. And rather than putting it on a dolly, is to actually have it hooked up to a truck, because then you can probably reverse that, because obviously it's fixed axle then. So you would be able to reverse that. And now, for science, I'm going to do an experiment. Can I TED with the mower? As I'm mowing, can we TED at the same time? Because that would be quite useful. It looks as though we can TED. Am I drawing on the right side? We can TED. Unfortunately, it kind of spreads my windrow out everywhere. And also the worker seems to have some issues when he gets to the end of the field. He's got brainworms, everybody! Look at him, what's he doing? Mucking about, look. I don't think you can trust him to do that job properly, unfortunately. Much as I would like to make life easier for myself, he doesn't seem to TED or windrow very well, the AI. They miss too many bits. But at least we've got everything seeded. give the cedar a wash on the tractor before we put them back in the shed. Spot on. You're now done as well. Very good. That's all the sunflowers planted. Gonna have a decent crop to harvest in the future. We've got 2 lots of soybeans, 2 lots of oats, 2 lots of sunflowers, and 1 canola. Good mix. Oh, and that little field of barley. Mustn't forget the little field of barley. Big Bud a bit of a hose down as well. Oh. So I definitely parked that cedar in the right place. I wonder why it gets all twisted skew-whiff then later on. That's just me thinking ahead, because of based on obviously what I've already got recorded to be edited and stuff later on. It does strike me a bit weird that that cedar seemed to move on its own and ended up in a right weird place. And I don't understand why, because I definitely parked it back in the right place there. But and the cultivator, I think it moves as well. I wonder if that's something to do with the map update from Giants that's caused that. This map's had an update on the mod hub. One of the things I did notice, which I think is going to be in the next episode, is there seems to be some like invisible walls now around the grain silo, which makes it very difficult to get a combine harvester near it. You're trying to unload your harvester directly into the silo on this map. It's very difficult to drive round it between like the trees and the silo. There's like, I keep hitting these like invisible walls, so I had to go around the other way to get to the tipping point. Okay, you can't hook the windrower up to the grass mower because it doesn't have a PTO. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go and collect the hay that we've done. I'm not going to carry on doing hay, it seems a bit daft. It's a bit of a faff, and the AI seems to not like having a tedder on the back of the mower. It seems to have issues when he gets to the end of the field. I'm just going to pick this up, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the grass mower off again just to mow grass, but then I'm going to pick it up with a loading wagon and I'm going to take it to the biogas plant. And fill a silo. I think that would be the most useful thing to do. Start growing some silage. If you grow silage. Don't know what the correct terminology is for it, but start compacting some, shall we say. Because again, we can sell that to the biogas plant then. 50,000 litres a time, which should make us a nice bit of money. So we'll just go chuck this in the hayloft. I'm also going to try just enabling one side of the mower on this. Make sure we get the right side. Nope, that's wrong side. That's it. Try and keep all the grass together. I don't know if it's going to work as how I want it to work, but when he turns around, he should put another... It's not really working how I wanted it to work, I'll be honest. Probably would have been better just to have let him windrow as normal. Yeah, it does put a nice big gap between the lanes, but we don't have a loading wagon wide enough to collect that. Big Bud 600. Not sure why that is a thing, but apparently it's a mod. That's more useful, the Big Brute, and that is something I probably wouldn't mind adding to my collection of vehicles. The Big Brute fertilizer would be awesome. It's got a bigger capacity than my little sprayer, although my little sprayer has slightly bigger capacity. So I'm going to have to windrow. It's not ideal, but it will make it easier for the loading wagon. So just set the mower up to windrow directly. I'm not sure how good the AI worker, because the AI worker won't move across to the next. Well, he'll come down right next to where he's currently working, which is one of the reasons why the course play mod can't come soon enough. I know it's in it. They're hoping to release like a beta version of it towards the end of the month with a couple of features, basic features enabled. Hopefully that might make this job a little bit easier. Because you'll be able to plot a course with the mower and then get the windrow to follow the same course. And of course, courseplay would also make work in the fields a lot better as well, because then you ain't got to worry about the stupid AI. You idiots. You miss bits and then he faffs about, look. He's caught brainworms too. Don't have any fertilising to do yet because nothing's grown. So let's get the loading wagon and start picking up the grass and taking it round to the BGA. Then we can turn it into silage. a good bit. How many litres do you reckon we'll get? Should get quite a few, I would think. A couple of 100,000 maybe. Would be very nice. Pick up all these bits that the mowers have missed. And windrowers missed. Might be as well just to drive along the bottom of the field here. And he's making a mess everywhere. Oh, crashed into the tree. Stuck. Best get out from this tree. There we go. Might need to move the mower in a minute as well. Because he's stopped now. He's actually finished. But I need to get him out of the way of the windrower. Otherwise the windrower's going to crash into the back of him. Pick up the loose bits. He's nearly full. Right, we'll get the mower shifted. That's the best, safest thing to do. We don't want Mr. Windrower to come and crash into us. That would be very, very bad. Put him back as close as we can to in the shed, seeing as the shed's too small. Another 100,000 litres, off to the biogas we go. First load, we'll put it in this first silo because I use the other one to like turn around vehicles and stuff. So what we'll do is we'll unload. We'll spread it out a little bit. And then we'll go get the rest. So that keep count, that's 100,000 litres we've got. 100,000 litres. What we need now is the rest. Windrower's nearly finished. I did notice he'd missed some more bits up here. So we'll head up here and get him to do that as well. I might have to do something about the headlands on these fields because the mowers and windrowers don't exactly work them properly. Look. Which is a bit of an issue. Anyway, we'll get the windrower put back over here. It lives here because it's too big to fit in the shed. I really need to replace those sheds. I'm probably going to have to sell those sheds and get some bigger sheds. Something I can actually park the equipment in and the machinery. There are some of the easy sheds now in the mod hub with lights, so I might put down one of those. Quite a bit of grass everywhere that the windrower's done a very terrible job of collecting up for me. Which is why I think in future when I'm cutting the grass, I'm just going to let the mower do its own windrowing, using its built-in function. More grass in the silo, which is all good. That's 200,000 litres for anyone keeping count. hoover up all this mess. Yeah, I might come down here and remove some of that additional grassland. As useful as it is, and as pretty as it looks, it does unfortunately cause the mowers to have some issues. I might be getting the painting brush out in a future episode. There we go. I'm a bit scatterbrained. I'm sort of here, there and everywhere at the minute as I'm trying to collect this up. I haven't quite got a firm strategy in place. I'm kind of picking up from everywhere. Not the ideal way to collect this stuff. I'm glad it's time-lapsed. That's all I can say, and you should be thankful too. If only you could time-lapse the game to make the jobs this quick. And dig another full load. Probably, I would think. Nearly. Still a few little bits I need to pick up. Well, there we are. Put all the stuff up there. Pick up all this loose stuff down here. Another full trailer load. Keep checking for the train to make sure I don't get run over. This will be 300,000 litres. Okay, so we've got 300,000 litres in there, which is basically 6 trailers for the biogas plant. No, I'm not going to use the silage to feed the animals. Purely and simply because doing it with the bales is a lot easier than doing it loose. It's more measurable with the bales because you know that the bales are a fixed quantity of silage. Depending on obviously what size bales you go for. Whether you go for the 4,000 litres or 8,000 litres. If you buy them from the store, they're 4,000 litres. If you bale them yourself, they're 8,000. I tend to bale them myself because then you have fewer bales. They're more dense. Right, don't really have a full trailer load, so I'm not going to take this to the biogas plant. I'm just going to probably feed this to the cows, I would think. Or put it in the hayloft. Hayloft. There we are then. So that's done. Take this tractor now back to the shed. We are going to need to get one of those compacting roller things though from the store, We're going to need to go and invest and buy one of those to help us squish the grass down and start compacting it. So that's what we'll do. We'll go and possibly think of doing that. Okay, so I'm heading to the store then, quickly, to pick up a silage roller, compactor, leveler, thingy-diggy doodah, thingy-jiggy doodah, whatchamacallit. Basically sprockets. Now I don't know if this tractor's going to be good at compacting silage. It ought to. I assume it's got some weight to it, and it's got these big chunky wheels. Should give me a bit of grip. I don't know if it's got four-wheel drive though. This should go on here. Guessing? No. Must go on the back then. Okay, one roller attached. So what I guess I do, I just lower it down and start driving all over the grass that we've put in that silage bin. Compact it, ready to be fermented into silage. Don't see anything growing yet, so I don't need to get the fertiliser out, do I? Although, to be fair, probably do. Let this guy do some spraying. There you go. Now we'll take him down and do the silage in the silage bins. Da 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 da. Lucky you'll this whole field for me. I assume I just lower it down and start driving. Anything about this is you do need to have this this window on. I'll compact all the grass. %. 50%. %. %. Reverse it back. It's compact to do its business. Got to get to 100%, that's what we've got to do. %, 88%, 90%. $95. Compacted 100. What we could do now, we can jump out and we can blanket the silo, and that will then start our silage fermenting. We'll have 300,000 litres of silage in the not too distant future. Processed all the silage that we've got today. How much more manure have we got in here? Not a lot. I'm going to have a guess. If we stretch that out, we should be able to get every last bit in that trailer. Job done. 4,000 litres, it's not a lot, is it? Let's have a look then. Animals. Pigs are alright. Slurry 3,000 litres. 2,000 litres of manure. I've emptied the manure, so slurry is 2,000 litres. Everybody's kind of okay, and our fields are okay, and we really don't have to do a lot today, maintenance-wise. Today is just a chill day then, really. Only got a little bit in there. Helper C has not completed his task because he's missed a great big chunk of the field, as he always does. So forgive me, but I'll have to go and fix that. Where is he? There he is. Get the grass fertilised so it grows properly. Still got no crop growth really to speak of. We're not in a rush to fertilise any fields then. That'll do. I think that'll be about all the field fertilised. Yeah. You may have noticed I took the front loader off the front of this because I didn't want to run the risk of having a fertiliser over the floor disaster again. Okay, well, there's not a lot else to do now today. We've kind of peaked, haven't we? Till the field grows in which case, now your fault, might as well take you back down to the bottom of the field. So I'm guessing then at this point, this is probably a good place as any then to say thank you everybody for watching this latest episode in the series. Hope you've enjoyed it. Slightly less action packed than usual, but a bit more variety in what we've been doing. And I hope you'll join me again very soon for some more Farming Simulator content. For now, from me, it is goodbye.